What is up, guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another Farming Simulator 2017 mod showcase. Now, today we're not going to be covering tractors or tools or even implements. What we're going to be looking at today is a custom map, and specifically we're going to be looking at Pacific Inlet, which is the new logging map by FDR. Now, FDR, with his background in logging and forestry, knows a thing or two about what a map like this needs, and he does a bang-up job with it usually. And this one is no exception. Actually, I think this is one of the better maps he's ever done, and I absolutely love it. And we're going to take a drive around, just show you some of the characteristics of it. There's not a whole lot of the showcase as far as buildings and such and where you're delivering things. It's more about just the aesthetics of the map and what a great job he's done with the terrain. So we'll take a look at it. And again, if you're into doing forestry, probably a map you're going to want to add in, because this thing is huge and is going to give you a lot of fun and a lot of hours of forestry work, a lot of trees to cut down, and again, the terrain's just really nice as well. So let's take a look at it. Now, the first thing you're going to need to know how to do if you're going to play this for forestry is how to add a little bit of money into the game, because even on normal mode, you start out with $20,000, and I think, what is it, 35,000 if you're on easy. That's not even going to get you started doing forestry, because, you know, a chainsaw is $1,000, and even for the Steepa, which is the base little forestry wagon there, you're looking at $50,000 for it. And oh yeah, you need a tractor too. So starting off with 20K is not going to really do you any good. So you need to know how to put some money into the game, either by going in, saving the game, and then going in using something like Notepad to edit your game save and put a little bit of cash in, or look at how to use the console extension mod, which allows you to open up the developer's console, come in here, tab through, and I'll go to GS add money, and I'll give myself a little bit of money so that we can go ahead and buy ourselves a tractor so we can drive around the map. So now with $10 million, I'll go ahead and jump in here and we'll buy, why don't we just get I'm just going to get a tractor. I'm not big on the trucks in the game, so just a little fast track will work real good. So we'll grab it. Actually, you know what? I will use the Valtra. Let's go ahead and buy it, just to have something to drive around in. Yeah, I'm not making a statement or anything else like that. So there's our little tractor. Let's grab it, and we'll take a ride around the map and showcase what it looks like. Now again, there's not many buildings on here. You basically have a fuel depot. You've got yourself your Morgan's Massive Motors and another little building right there. I need to turn the audio down. It's quite loud. New map. All right. There we go. But yeah, you've just basically got your Morgan's Massive Motors and a fuel depot, and then you've got your sawmill over here that you're going to be bringing your logs to. Now, as far as where you bring your logs, you got your wood chips go in over here, back at this little pile right here, and then you've got this little structure here. This took me a little figuring out, but this is where you actually sell your logs at and bring them to. You can do it either here, or you can drive them into the water over on this far side over here. Right back here. He's got the baffles in there and everything, so you can bring and drop your logs in here into the water to sell them, or you can actually take them through that little bunker over there and sell them there. As far as I see, though, looking in the wire screen on this, in the wire mesh, the only hit boxes I see, like this little ramp here, looks like it would be for something, but I don't see any sort of wire mesh there. I see a hitbox back there at the wood chips, and I see a hitbox there. And I did go ahead and cut a tree down earlier and just walk around and try to throw it different places, and I did not find anywhere other than inside of that bunker to deposit wood and wood chips back there in that bunker. Alright, so with that said, that'll give you the basic information you need to know about the sawmill here. But you got plenty of wood. You can come in with some third-party add-ons like wood racks, or, you know, to stack your wood down here, or if you just want to bring it down here and stack it on the ground and work it. But plenty of room to work with down here. All right, so we'll take a little bit of a drive down here around the water and just take a look at all the trees and what you're looking at as far as the detail on the map. And then we'll go back up into the hills a little bit and we'll take a look at that as well. But I like it. It's nice, very densely populated with trees. So you're not like, you know, it's not all... His placement of trees is pretty sporadic as well. I like having the fallen trees on the ground. That adds a really nice touch to it. And then you've got plenty of places to actually go and do your logging. So, and one of the reasons I want to drive around here is to show you the water area. He's done something really cool with this, in that not only can you log on the dry land, but he's also put some bogs in here, or you know, a swampy area, to where you can actually go and do a little bit of logging out in the water. So we'll just take a drive around, and again, everything's not flat, everything's not terribly hilly, so you got a little bit of everything. You know, you can do some logging over here on the flats if that's your thing. If you like to log up in the hills, you can do that. But then you can get over here in this area where it's sort of like a bog down in here. You see he's got all kinds of different ground textures and such. But these bogs, you can actually drive through them. The water's not that deep. So you could come through here with, you know, something like a Ponzi and a buffalo. And you can actually come out here and cut and process all of this wood and haul it back. Now, if somebody comes out with a really good, you know, skid steer, not skid steer, that's not what I'm talking about, log skidder, something like what Timber had in FS15, it'd be really cool, because then you'd have the ability to come in here, cut and skid wood, and do all kinds of stuff with it. So it'd be pretty neat. But anyways, yeah, we just worked our way right across that little bog there, and are back here on this part of the map. And we'll drive around a little bit more and just check out some of the scenery here. So yeah, you've got all this flat area here that you can actually, you know, come in here and process out. There's a big rock right there. So there's a lot of character to this map, and that's what I like about it. Again, you got more water here that is actually, you know, you can traverse this. Oh, don't get too deep though. But you can come in here and work it with something like a Ponzi and actually process all that wood. Now, if you get all the way over to the river, you're going to be too deep and you're going to get submerged in there and have to reset. But most of these shallow water areas, you can get in and actually process the wood out of it, which I think is pretty cool, because yeah, you'd want to do that. Get you some swamp wood, right? Alright, so I'm just kind of meander around here, just give you a little bit more look about this area and showcase it, and then we'll go back to the shop, and then we'll actually go to a different area of the map and take a look at some of the hillier terrain and what you've got to do to work in that area. So again, just a really, to me, this is really cool to have this kind of area that you can work in with the water. And if you could imagine, if we could get a mud mod in here, like we had at the end of FS15 with the dirt textures, if you could add mud into this, so you've got some ruts and some mud kicking up when you transfer in and out of this water, man, this would be a killer map. But I really like what he's done with this. It really is nice. All right, real quick, I'm going to reset back to the shop, because there's no need me driving all the way back over here. So let's reset back to the shop. And this was this leg here that we just drove around out through this part of the map. There was a branch that went up here into the mountains a little bit. We'll skip it because we're going to go up this road here and mill around on it, all of it, and we'll be able to see a lot of the same stuff. So back here at the main area, and this time we'll go off this road here and we'll head on out. And again, you got more areas where you've got flat land or flattish land, rolling hills here, where you can come in here and you can do a lot of work with cutting and not be stuck up on a hillside like you are in Goldcrest Valley. You can come up through here. If you go up this road here, there's a complete landing up there with just a big, nice circular area. They'll give you a place where you can go up there and set up a landing for pulling logs into, loading up a truck, and then bringing it down to the sawmill. Again, you've got some more just rolling hills over on this side, as well as over here. You can see the rock face back there where he's built up some mountain ridges in there, or just some steeper areas. Well, let's see if we can't run back here towards the back of the map a little bit. And again, just give you guys a view of what's on the map, how good it looks. He's really done a nice job with it. All right. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this. Hopefully some good, it'd be nice to see some really good logging mods come out. With a map like this, I could imagine getting up on like one of the higher elevations, and if you had something like a let's see where we're at right here. If you had something cool like a yarder, where you could actually choke the logs and bring them up the hill with a yarder on it, that would be cool. But I don't know if anybody's going to be able to make a mod like that for the game. But man, if Giants had done something like that, you got a map like this, it would be killer to have it on. But yeah, this would be a great map with a skidder as well. So if you had a nice log skidder where you could drop the logs, skid them to a loading area, process them, put them on a truck, and as big as this map is, the person trucking the logs back to the landing is going to have a nice little drive as well in the truck. It's not as you can see, the map's just huge, and it takes a good while to get around it. So we're headed way back up here to the top section of the map, and that'll get us up here to this little turnaround area. I'm gonna work my way around this tree here. It's got a few logs that are in the way. That's a big rock right down there. Let's go off-road a little bit. Now this one particular rock has a tendency to reappear a lot on the map. But back in here you'll get into some mountainous area, or where you'll have to work a little bit. Nothing terrible though. See if I can get down out of here without killing myself. Whee! Alright, so just taking a look around at everything. I think you're back up against the water over here. But this sort of just wraps around. And then this brings you up to this part of the mountain, or this part of the map. So instead of going all the way back down around area 3, I'm going to try to get up this hill here. Let's see if we can't go up through here. Do a little hill climbing. Probably need to put a little four-wheel drive on using drive control. And we'll climb up this hill. See if we don't pop out on a road over here. There we go. All right, so now we have moved to a little bridge here to go over. Got to be careful on that one. All right, and then we're back into this upper part around Dudley Mountain, which is quite a high little mountain top there. Let's drive back in here and see what we get. Not sure if you end up on top of that mountain at any point. There's a landing zone right back here. If you come work this area, you've got it. Basically, yeah, I think that's going to be working that mountain up there to try and get the logs off of it. But that'll be a challenge for you. And that's what I like about this map. There's a little bit of everything. There's some flat areas that you can do some logging in. There's some hilly terrain that you're going to have to work at doing logging on. And then you've got the swampy areas that are really cool looking. So, there, like I said, there's a little bit of everything for you on this map. So if you're into doing forestry, you like to do forestry, it is going to be a map that you want to get hold of and take a look at. And I'll put a link for it in the show notes, and that way you can download it. It's on several of your different mod sites out there. I think yesterday it just really started to show up at all of them. So we'll run back down here real quick. This will get us headed back down to the swampy areas. But I just like it with the hills all around you. And the different... Oop, that's not good. Let's work around that tree. A few trees you're going to have to trim up to get back in here, but with the nice ability now to cut limbs or to cut trees and then move them by hand, that's not going to be an issue. All right, head on back here. As you can see, we're starting to get elevation wise back down to the water. Another landing area that you can set up operations on, and then you can move down the hill here. This is a nice little hilly area down, and we're going to move our way back into the swamp. Another bog that you can come in here and work, and you know, don't drive too deep into the water, but yeah, you can get back in here and work this area if you wanted to. Which is really, really cool. So, anyways, that's a look at it. It's Pacific Inlet by FDR. Very nice map. I like it a lot. I will probably add this one into my gameplay for forestry, and we'll probably see quite a bit of it. But if you're into forestry, you're looking for a forestry only map, take a look at it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this review, make sure you give me a thumbs up on it. Leave a comment below. And, of course, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I try to do new videos each and every day. Until our next one, stay safe. Have a great day. God bless. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.